Hallo und willkommen zu der Handmittelline Last Defense Academy, so sollte richtig sein. In der letzten Folge ist Eito den Battle gejoint, oh mein Gott, das war so fucking awesome. Auf jeden Fall, es geht weiter und jetzt hier am Anfang nochmal Shoutouts an Princess Ria. Ich schreibe mit ihr über das Game gerade, während ich spiele, es ist super. Und Eito ist super. Okay, weiter geht's mit Tag 8. C-Ray Jumpscare auf jeden Fall.
Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Ich mag, wie er es jedes Mal anders ausspricht, das ist super.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Reach the unreachable, break the unbreakable. Muss ich jedes Mal
Be
sagen.
ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Bye. Nasty Ray. Even when Siri is gone, his automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We need to discuss what we do from here on, now that we're on our own. I will go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone else. So. Das schon mal. Na, ich meine, rede ich. Keine Ahnung, wo sein Dings ist. Okay, das Eito. War der gerade hier? Da ist er. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've ever seen since we got here are the invaders. Oh, Shoma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fan of animal lover, Takumi? Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you'd better leave before anyone sees us together. Disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Wow. Here I thought I found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Wow. Okay, und sonst? Ist sonst jeder da? Jeder ist da, ja. Gut. Then let's go. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there? Now that Siri's gone, we can enjoy any food we want at any time we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying. Gets even better if you put whipped cream on top. Really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiroko clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. I pissed on the moon. Tut mir leid. Reden wir mal mit anderen. So, Eito. The announcement. What does she have up her sleeve this time? Life's too short to eat healthy. I'm all about that sugar rush. What's Hiroko want now? Maybe whoever's in charge has called this off now that Siri's gone and they're sending us home. Would whipped cream complement curry? It can't hurt to add a little more sweetness, right? This curry is utterly delectable. I especially like the plain rice, the sauce hasn't spilled onto it. Oh, the boss now that Siri's gone. We really gotta stay here and figure it all out on our own. You should have a kind heart to want to talk to me, but you really shouldn't bother. Just ignore me like everyone else. Oh. What was it you want to tell us, Hiroko? It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I don't exactly like Siri's barking orders at us, but without him we don't really have a lot of direction. Hate to prove we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrist right across their stomach. Are they cutting their wrist or their stomach? Never mind, I don't want to know. Why are we talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay here and fight, commanding officer or not. We don't know for sure if that's true, or we'll still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. Must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room though. Ziege could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Ziege's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Huh? Hiroko spoke in such a manner of way, slipping it into the conversation so casually. I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're going to do what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Ziege's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Hell no! Why it's gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? Told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, we'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, ha 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 ha, is that funny? Joy, fear. You don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here, or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight. Invaders' attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life and save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Nobody had any response to that. Hiroko's stance was an extreme one, there's no doubt about it, but nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we're in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. May resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. The material fell silent in wake of the bombshell of an announcement. He didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. We went to our rooms. Eventually, our new leader said he wanted to go and think through some battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Everything goes dark. And you die. Sorry. Lady Princess super, by the way. Solltet ihr spielen? Hiroko in charge. I can't imagine anyone else could keep us all in line, but still. All the stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. If I have plenty of free time, maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Free time. Können wir jetzt Free Time auch mit Eito spenden? Ja, super. Ah ja, ich will in den Training Room. So. Aber was machst du hier? What will become of us now? Okay. Eito. Math upgraden. Judge upgraden. Move +1. Kann ich überhaupt irgendwas? Linguistics brauche ich sonst. Math. Gym. Voltage. Oh. Das ist crazy. Ich meine, sonst würde ich halt einfach mal mit allen reden und schauen, was wir zu sagen haben, und dann würde ich die Activities machen. You have time to gallivant around school like this. You have time to train. You are the first to die on the battlefield. Okay. So, reden wir mit dem Syscon und dann mit dem Goat. Hallo Goat. This ain't too bad. Leave him alone. Achso, kann man nicht mit denen reden. Things haven't been going so well lately. Wow, ernsthaft, ist das deine... Okay. Well, reden wir mit dem Dude jetzt. Wenn wir ihn finden. Ich werde wahrscheinlich einmal rum... Ah. I don't want any more bad things to happen. Ja, okay. Range Room ist niemand. So. Cafeteria. What comes next for us? I'm so scared. Want to eat some snacks with me, Takumi? Politely decline. Okay, sonst halt Eito, ne? Hello, Takumi. Would you like to study with me? Study with Eito, mein Gott. You're always so serious. What are you studying today? Lately, I've been looking into the history of the scythe. My hemo takes the shape of a scythe, so I thought I should brush up. History of the scythe. Is that even remotely interesting? Rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. Only gets more interesting the more I research. They're originally for agricultural purposes, but then came to be used as weapons during revolts. So you see, that's why those in power at the time couldn't forbid anyone from owning a scythe. Thus, scythes started to be seen as religious symbols. Now the thing about scythes in the modern day is... Eito excitedly shared his knowledge of scythes over the course of several hours. Speculation went up by 3, analysis went up by 3. Okay. Free time. Ich glaube, die haben immer noch dasselbe zu sagen. Ich meine, ich kann ja noch mal schauen. Das Eito, wo es... I can eat food without having to work. It's like a dream. Back here, see, I was working practically day and night. Ich meine, ich muss mal bei wem anders schauen. Ja, bei dir da oben. Wird er hier chillen? Ja. Ja, okay, die sagen noch das Gleiche. Ich meine, ich rede mal noch einmal mit Eito. Was hat er? Talk to Eito. Ich meine, das summt so. Achso, sie will jetzt nicht... Achso, okay, dann Eito. Talk to Eito. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? I hung my laundry to dry on the rooftop fence and it worked amazingly. Everything came out so soft and it smells incredible. Did you use scented fabric softener or something? No, I think it's just the smell of the sunlight. I've never smelled anything like it in a TRC. And as you know, there's no sky there. If laundry day is this nice, maybe our time here won't be so bad after all. I can't believe he's this excited about a good load of laundry. Eito enjoy housework. Dong, ding, dong.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then,
Good night. Yep. Looks like another day is over. Back home in residential complex, I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. And so my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Day 9. Dong, ding, dong. Adam troops, time to rise and shine. Ready for your 9th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Tut mir leid, aber ich muss. Prepare to spend another day of enduring the endurable and suffering the insufferable. to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Be ready to
To give lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Yup, hi. It's morning. Hiroko's in charge now. But what does it mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. Hey, die sind noch in ihren Räumen. Außer sie. Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah, morning. On your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, Sorry, I really gotta get going. What was that all about? She's acting weird. Sind das all die Non-Fight? Das sind all die Non-Fighter. Ja. Okay. Ich check es. Huh? Is it just us today? Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me, or are the ones who are missing? The cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Huh? What? Why would you do that? Thus, Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anyone who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. We'll not waste it. Is that understood? Without waiting for an answer, Hiroko got to her feet and left, and unshakably confident as ever. Going to be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
That sounds pretty Spartan. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us get any real choice here. It's like Hiroko said. That's what being at war is all about. I get you though. That such a thing is going too far. Wonder how else she's going to put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. Okay. I'm worried about what else Hiroko might be planning. It's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer to not just sit around. Free time! Ich hätte gesagt, spenden wir ein bisschen Free Time mit Eito und dann mit Dadomi. Talk to Eito. Eito, what are you doing here? I was analyzing the video from our defensive battle on the computer. I wanted to work out the behavioral patterns of each type of invader and use that to inform our future battles. You really are a born researcher, huh? I never even considered analyzing this data. I'm not physically strong, so this is the only way I can make myself useful to everyone. Calculation went up, analysis went up. Free time. Jetzt keine Activity mit Dadomi. Ups. Mit Hiro. Ja, dann. Ich mach mal mit ihr eine. Wegen Marv. Punkt. Talk to Hiroko. Hiroko, what are you doing here? I've been busy doing administrative work on this computer. Accounting, clerical work, the list never ends. I have to say, this computer is incredible. Processing power is so high, it feels like an extension of me. It's as if I found the perfect assistant. I wonder why none of you managed to be as useful as this computer. Don't compare us to a computer. People aren't tools, you know. Instead of whining, mainly think about redirecting the effort to make yourself more useful. Manage to get as good as this computer. I let you serve me personally. Analysis went up. By 6. Ding dong ding dong. It's soldiers. Time to hit the hay.
You never know
when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Well then.
And good night. Yup. It's sad time again, huh? Yuko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She already banned them from the cafeteria. What would she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at Last Defense Academy. Day 10. Ding dong, ding dong. When Adam troops into Rise and Shine. Okay, ich lese es nicht vor, ich habe keinen Bock mehr.
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Ich möchte nochmal daran erinnern, Wasser trinken, sehr wichtig. So. Okay. So, ja, break the unbreakable, reach the unreachable.
Wow!
Oh,
look at
was?
you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor.
Never mind, das ist cool.
I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
Ich glaube nicht, dass auftaucht. New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen though. Only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. And without Ziege, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to the Tokyo residential complex. Back to Kadoa.
Hey!
All work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounge are now have been unlocked now. Maybe I should go check them out. Und die chillen einfach immer noch da alle. Ah. Ah, ich hab Schluck auf. Das ist nicht gut. Mehr trinken. Vielleicht ist sie ja Voice Acted. Nee. Ein Moment. Okay, so. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about it. Okay, ich pausiere kurz. Okay, so. I'm talking about the room. Okay, vielleicht soll ich auch wieder reingehen in das Fenster. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. That's surprising. I guess even Hiroko likes to let her hair down every now and then. But the expression of your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiroko would just descend into an intensive training session anyway. Okay, krass. Training machine. A lot of good training equipment here. Swimming in a pool after training sounds like pure bliss. Beach chair. I think we can rest after this swim. What is this, a resort? This is crazy. Sonst nichts interactable, huh? A monitor. Monitors found all around school. I think it's to inform us of enemy invasions. Okay. So, dann... Ja. Rec Room Time, huh? Record... Ah. Recreational Activity... Ah, okay. So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. One of the most normal places I've seen here. To be honest, it's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Hey Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? Thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. A major disappointment though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime or hardcore erotics or anything. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now that Siri's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. Eito's reading one right now. I'm not great with all those big words or small ones or phonemic awareness in general, really. Don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. He's apparently thorough in our understanding of her shortcomings. I want to play a depressing eroge. Gift-O-Matic. This is a huge machine, what is it for? Eito's intently scanning the pages of the book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. So one of the manuals? What's it say? Seems to be for that device over there. Oh, that. What exactly is that? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a Gift-O-Matic. Gift-O what now? Let me read you the introduction from the manual. True to its name, the Gift-O-Matic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2. Insert the required materials. Step 3. The item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection toward your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. Esprit de corps? Esprit de corps? Keine Ahnung. That's the size. It's about the size of it. A gift-making machine. Kind of weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps. But assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. I can make clothes, shoes, household goods, even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. What about horror movies or games that were banned for being too extreme? Yes, actually. Seriously? It really is extensive. Sounds like magic. Or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revival-Matic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know, the difference between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift-making has been unlocked. You can access during your free time. Okay, I think I've looked at all the rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. Rec room and leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of room does the school have that we don't know about? And when will we get to see them? I still have some free time today. What should I do next? Free time. So, action has been unlocked. You can now use it to make gifts. By giving characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents and find out what they like best. You will need BPM material to make gifts. In addition, you will need key items to make certain gifts. Items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Okay. Gut, dann hätte ich gesagt, wir gehen dahin. Und ich setze ganz kurz einen Cut. Okay, so, weiter geht's. Gift-O-Matic. Letter Movies, ich weiß, wer das will. Last stand. A place to put your glass before you sleep. Comes with a glasses cleaner to put your lenses, to keep your lenses clean at all times. Folk song compilation. Hier, das ist Hiroko. Milk Bottle Lid, keine Ahnung. Shell, it can be admired as but many work as an accessory. Okay. Simple toys. Rubik's Cube. Winner ice cream stick. Dear sister gift. Oh my god. Dirty rubber balloons. Special. Toolkit. Festival goods. Detective merch. Bath salts. Hemisphere. Silicone freeze shampoo. Facial roller. Hand cream. Scalpel. Survival knife. Reverse blade sword. Replica infuser. Folding chair. Okay. The folding chair is... Okay, RB filters. Okay, ich gehe mal wieder hoch. Achso, noch mehr. Sexy Magazine. Rocky Young Man's World. Cat Photo Book. Factory Occult Magazine. History of Mankind. Shonen Manga Grades. Okay, Letter Movies. Ich weiß, wer das will. Achso, das nimmt Zeit weg. Ha? Would like this. Ja, wer wohl? Darumi. Es ist obvious, Darumi. Give me a point on by 20. That's our own preferred items. Doing these will maximize the increase to your grades. You can check each character's preferred items in the report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. The first time bonus for any gift you make for the first time, so gather up those hints to make all the gifts you can. Aha. The student cards. Report card? Ja. Likes, radio accessories. Well, item accessories. Food. So, das steht da nicht. Books. Tools. Items, ornaments, tools. Food. Dann hätte ich gesagt, machen wir noch ein Gift und diesmal für Eito. Ein Eito hat doch Glasses, oder? I mean. Ja, Eito hat Glasses. Wir können ihm auch das schenken, hätte ich gesagt. Fill der Gift by pressing RB. Use the hints given during student activities to narrow down characters' preferred items using category and keyword filters. Keyword all. Ich mache einen Glasses Stand. So. Crafting complete. Eito. Mein
This
Gott.
could actually be pretty useful. Thank you, Takumi.
Great. Calculation went up by 20 and analysis went up by 4. Nice. Dong, ding, dong. Yep, time to hit the hay, huh?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might
Might
attack,
attack,
so
ja.
rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Wann greifen die irgendwann nachts an? They went by in a flash. One thing concerns me though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. Hope they're okay. Not Hiroko would stop with the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using the other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I just have to see how it goes. With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes, I was fast asleep. Day 11. Dong, ding, dong.
Up and Atom troops, time to
Rise and shine.
Get ready for your 11th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Ich mag für diese Pause gerade zwischen ja.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school
ja.
from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Ist schon okay, Ziege. Time to get up. Just as I was forcing myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Ding dong. Sounds like somebody's there here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. The guys took a few hesitant steps towards the door, then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find. Will mich jetzt umbringen? Takumi, is something wrong? Oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you haven't noticed. I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. Oh hey, you wanna come die with me? Huh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. You'll finally be at peace. Come on, it'll only hurt for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die,
Weiß er nicht. What? Hey, hold on a minute. Haha, just kidding. You should have seen your face. You've been Darumit, bruh. Ah! Ah! Das tut weh. Erstmal einen Screenshot gemacht. I was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. Why so serious? It was hardly what I'd call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really, Hiruko's letting them back in. Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? What a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Banger. Narumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she'd been saying. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? It should be easy enough. I'd better get going. Okay. Narumi, Eito, Tsubasa. This is Tsubasa's room. Checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. Ding dong. A little while the door opened with a clatter. Takumi? What is it? I'm on messenger duty. Hiruko wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us? Even the non-fighters? Yesterday she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? Hiruko said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She's been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that? This Hiruko we're talking about. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. I wanted to. I couldn't. That stuff just isn't possible for me. Aww. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. This is Gaku's room. Checking the nameplate to make sure I rang the bell to the side of the door. Ding dong. After a little while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiruko said she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria. For real, us too? What she want this time? I know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. It's not just her either. I bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. No, not really. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that, right? Regular people just don't go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but... Fine, Hiruko wants us in the cafeteria, I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man, what rotten luck. Und? After several dramatic groans, Gaku scuttled off in the direction of the cafeteria. We're the weird ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I have done what Dari asked me to. I returned to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiroko getting us all together though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Farbe fehlt. Syscon und Brocon fehlen. Ah, die sind da. Okay, sie ist nicht wirklich im Brocon, aber trotzdem. Let's talk to them. Bevor wir irgendwo hingehen. Wo sind? Ich mag, wie es immer in die falsche Richtung rennen anscheinend. Miss Tsubasa wants to see us in the cafeteria, yes? Miss Amamiya told us already. Whatever she might have to say, it won't change our position. My dear sister and I don't mind starving if we have to, but don't worry, sister dearest. You don't have to go hungry for long. I've got it all planned out. Just let me handle everything. Right, okay. Good girl. Now let's go to the cafeteria and see what happens. Jemals got it all planned out, huh? I don't like the sound of that. Die klauen wahrscheinlich Essen. Ich glaube nicht, dass sie das starben. So. Cafeteria time. Let's go. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. What is Hiroko up to this time? Hey, can we get something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry, I'm getting stomach cramp. Of course. I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are not totally heartless. Hiroko, please. Give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well. Help yourself to dry bread. One per person. Just one slice each. We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Let's hear what Hiroko has to say. Our class of characters is a little too big, don't you think? Maybe we should make some cuts. She's really acting like she owns this place now. Guess it can't hurt to help her to hear her out though. Aww. Let's take that. What's this all about? Not that I really care. Either way, it won't affect me or my dear sister. So why did you ask to have us here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako and Shoma. The non-fighters, as we've been calling you, I have decided. You're going to leave the school. Huh? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. You won't leave on your own. I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hiroko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? What do you think? We've been brought here for one purpose, and one purpose only, to fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here. So why not get rid of them? Invaders get distracted by hunting down in the ruins outside. At least they'll be serving a purpose. What? As decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt it'd make much of a difference. I'll just get stepped on like a cockroach I am. Like the cockroach I am. It'll be the end of it. Hiroko, are you for real right now? You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leaving the school now. and what I say goes. Don't think, just argue. Don't argue, just obey my orders. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we expect you to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Well, you see? No excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously, right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hiroko, please. It's all too sudden. Can you give them more time? Time for what? Well, just bring this on them out of the blue. The lesson won't really sink in, you know? Alright, you've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You've got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With a customary brusque attitude, Hiroko said all she had to say and left without another word. It's just so cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiroko to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? We're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference. If it's now or in 5 days, it's still better than being forced to fight. You sure about that? I mean, once you get outside school grounds. I know, change. It's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever. I'm done. The school, this war, the whole saving humanity thing. It can go to hell for all I care. My whole life been just one long string of rotten luck. Why does this bad stuff always happen to me? I'd better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiroko had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? You know, I think I know how it feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our boys in 100 society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I'm not giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. Meine Stimme ist so gefickt dadurch, ne? Ist unnormal. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Ah, endlich ist weg. Ach du Scheiße, ich kann... Diese Vanillak-Stimme, die macht mein Hals kaputt. Shuma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shuma. I get where Hiroko's coming from, you know. Not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out anyway. That's the same as you saying you don't care if you die out there, you know? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over on nine, Tsubasa. At least then I won't have to deal with all the confusing feelings anymore. Oh, I could see the tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. I could say anything to comfort her she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Aotsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. Element of surprise is a big part of it. Fine, keep your secrets, but you know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of there, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise, so long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin mask. Damn, and a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Hiruko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Is there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiruko wants to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. That's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in. She was planning to give us that time all along. We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if you want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reason. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? Don't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right, we need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. And with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Right, who do we get to do this? Response, all eyes in the room turned toward me. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. You already consider me a traitor. I probably won't get... ich hab ihn nicht geflüstert. Sorry, but you heard Ima. You already consider me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All the subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing. And you just know Darumil Dwakel's worse. Yay! I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. We'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yes, you can count on us. Don't like we got anything better to do. Heck, it'll only reverse your social links with us. If you try to do it all yourself at this point. Thanks guys, we've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. After taking a moment to outline our goals from going forward, Eito, Takamaru, Darumi and I went back to our rooms. 5 days. Just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably going too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shoma, Gaku, Kako and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Of the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. Ich kann das persuade. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. Okay, the first one I'm going to try to convince is Tsubasa. That decided I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. Okay. Was mit den anderen? Achso, jeder in ihren Räumen. Tsubasa. Ding dong. Rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiruko again? you don't mind. I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. Just that I don't want Hiroko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I, a consolation prize? Yep, that's true, Takumi. Ah. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. Ah! This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I'd never want to see white dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. You must have been starving. She scarfed down on the sandwiches in less than a minute. I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi, you're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. You've been living on dry bread since Hiroko banned you from the cafeteria. Yeah, that bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over moist bread from time to time? No problem. I don't try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? In exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you? About what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? The sandwiches were to bribe me for information. So Tsubasa, I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. I'm going to want some more moist bread later. Let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult to me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I have the finger of Tsubasa is always retching. Das war doch klar. That's why, if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. Do you want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Would you take medicine or something? A physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things when I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picture myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh god, no. Oh no, I can't keep it. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushed me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. That's a tough thing to live with. Once whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. There's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight, but like a fighting way to suppress her nausea. How though puking is? Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So, what is this about puking? I had to air out someone's personal health struggles. It doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceed to tell Eito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see. But that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like, have her bring a high quality stick bag or something? Stick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have stick bags here? High quality ones at that? What about using that Gift-O-Matic in the rec room? The Gift-O-Matic. Yeah, if they don't have them here, we just need to make them. Seems like it's able to make most things. It's worth looking into. We head over to the rec room together to check the Gift-O-Matic. Up, fashionable, yep. A fashionable stick pouch. This looks perfect. That's sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. Materials we need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bag seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. Anyone's likely to have a pouch. It'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I look for a fashionable pouch if I can handle the string. If you can handle the string and the plastic bag. And so Eito and I split up to gather the materials we needed to make the sick bag. Now, where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to Persuasion. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. I'd also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you need to have to Persuasion Tsubasa. Okay, so. Ich cutte hier kurz. Wir sehen uns gleich. Okay, so. Ich musste Wasser trinken, weil meine Stimme gibt den Geist auf. Okay, jetzt muss ich mit allen Charakteren sprechen, die hier rumlaufen. Ich glaube nicht, dass Darumi eine Dings hat. Eine fashionable pouch. Obwohl, maybe schon. Das wird jetzt eine Fetch-Quest haben. Mag, wie ich einmal im Kreis laufe. Yep. Darumi, you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. And I throw my mirror in their raw dog. I could always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Right, you should be careful. I always imagine that all girls carry around pouches, etc. But I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around where we found Eito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was, so I could maybe go pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? Got the general coordinates of the cosmetic shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Cafeteria. Eito. Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag. Nice one, Eito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. Feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with my friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. Und jetzt wieder mit Sitskon Kokichi. Fashionable pouch. I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once. We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the night we spent sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling up against my sister dearest. We were pressed up really very close. What kind of horrible struggles did these go through? You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Thanks, I'll do that. But I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress at least. So, noch Takemaru. Bezweifle, dass was hat, aber wer weiß. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards.
Huh?
Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day, where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before. Yep, ich auch.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Ja, ne? Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me to convince her. By the way, Takumaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Well. Well, we got a string and a plastic bag, but we came up short on a fashionable pouch.
Huh?
Yeah, but I got a lead where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Eito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. Day 12. Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Yep. Begin exploration. Ich hoffe, sie wird es auch mögen dann. Wenn nicht, dann ist das ein Problem. Personal spaces will now appear during explorations. Landing on one will grant you a key item needed to unlock a gift. By obtaining key items from treasure shops, you will be able to make new gifts with the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made from key items, so try to land on treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. Somewhere around the spot where we found you. There should be in that direction. Search start. Ah, wir sind nur zu zweit. Oh. Enemy appeared. Ah. This is my bad. Bad. Okay.
Yes, leave it to me.
So. Was hast du bekommen?
We better get moving. I guess it's my turn. Here we go. All well and good. Yes, leave it to me. Allow me to trim down their numbers.
Okay, jetzt hat er Armor bekommen.
You're in the way. Got it. Nice. I guess it's my turn.
AP bekommen, aber von dem Dude.
All well and good.
Nochmal
yes,
AP bekommen.
leave it to me. Allow me to trim down their
Den
numbers.
Großen besiegt. Nochmal AP bekommen.
We better get moving.
Eito, warum bist du so ein Boss, Eito?
You're in the way. I'm ready whenever.
Eito slaughtert einfach alles. And you turn now, ja. Nicht mal Schaden bekommen.
We better get moving.
Ja.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
Ja, you win. Krass, Eito. Du bist krass.
Yes.
Kashmir, got items. Nice. Find ruins of an old park. One flower bed still contains a lot of healthy flowers. Look at the flowers.
We did it.
Area with strange pig purple herbs. Ah, Eito hat Damage bekommen, das ist nicht gut. Find a shooting game at an abandoned arcade. Aim for the tin. Party took damage. Ah.
What?
Pawn dress. Find the disused gym. There might be time to work out. Use treadmill. Last chance. Okay. And a pleasant looking old playground. This might be a good place to take a break. There on the swing. Chance. 1. And you got a fashionable pouch. Look, Takumi, we got a fashionable pouch. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's go back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. Nice. Let's go. Craft the fashionable stick pouch. Crafting complete. Yes, we made the fashionable stick pouch. We did it, Takumi. And so Tsubasa will feel relief when we give this to her. Yes, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah, what's that? The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. The things people... Sorry. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. Important people we left back in the Tokyo residential complex. So someone like what Karo has to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has the reason to fight too. Seems really challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by her place then. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just want to talk to you for a bit. Will tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting. Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what to say by pressing L twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right responses, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring this gauge to 100% to successfully persuade her. If you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. Don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Wow. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders. And it's gonna get everywhere. Puke flies farther than you think. Plus, it smells and it's slippery. No, there's no way I can... I'm just gonna do everyone...
Ah, okay.
Just use that sick bag.
Huh?
What? This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it looks just like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. If you're gonna spew into this, that way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. And puke wherever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
Or... So, how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course, that's why Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed, and there's a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
But I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Aww. Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach.
Ah.
I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I need to eliminate Tsubasa saying ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I got to try this again.
You wanna know my nickname in grade school?
Oh no.
It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided before I went to middle school to avoid any situation that made me nervous. To live an easy life free of any puke. That's why I can't fight. Because if I fought, I would definitely puke. I think that if I puked in front of everyone here, the same thing would happen again. They would be repulsed and give me a mean nickname. I'd rather die somewhere on the streets.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. Few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname? If someone ever called me Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No! I'm too scared. I can't do it. I don't want to get ostracized for puking anymore.
Bad. Huh? I was not terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. Don't eliminate her worry for that, and never agreed to fight with us. We get to try to understand that I'll never abandon her. Retry. Yep.
You wanna know my nick? It was Pukette. Do you know how much of an or it was hard each? That's why I decided to live in easy.
Wir won't make fun of you. Wollen wir die 5%?
We wouldn't make fun of you.
Das kennen wir schon.
I trust you, but few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname? If someone ever called me... No! I'm too scared. I can't...
I'll puke too. Ich weiß nicht, wie das gut ist.
I'll puke with you.
What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand outside and puke with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No, I'm not anyone willing to fight for the loved ones get ostracized for puking.
You're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
What does that mean? She was trying to figure me out. I gave her a meaningful look as I could in return. Won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If he gets made fun of, then so will I. I need to meet her gaze in silence. Feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I need to meet her gaze without even blinking. Then suddenly her expression relaxed as if I'd gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
Puke with me? Are you crazy? How did you get like this? Wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things had been for you. As long as you're in the school, I never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. They're saying you see me as some kind of charity case. Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. That's what Tsubasa feels she belongs. If memory serves, workshop. Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day when she learned where she learned how to be a mechanic. You mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takumaru told me. Going out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. Must be the most important thing in the world to her. Anything like how Karu was to me then. Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? Her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, and maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world.
Ich weiß nicht, ob du meinst, wie die reagieren würdest.
Every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course, I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up.
Das ist definitiv die falsche Antwort.
Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life.
Sorry, ich wollte das nicht sagen.
His workshop might get destroyed.
Why? Remember what Ziege said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Ziege may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? Entirely possible. No way. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that their loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. Took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Yeah.
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
Protect what matters the most us together.
Protect what matters most to us together.
Persuasion complete. That's crazy. Fighting to protect humanity, to protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises. I'm going to need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want and what I'd need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Oof. Day 13. So. Phew. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. So, ich würde aber gerne speichern. There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. He grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Oh, ernsthaft? Okay, nee. Nee, okay. Wir machen mit Gaku in der nächsten Folge weiter. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns dann, wenn wir Gaku konvinzen. Ciao.